Hi there, and welcome to Graeme's Guide Friday Live this Thursday, the 1st of April. Tomorrow is the 2nd of April. It's the start of the Easter long weekend, and ELAs have been asked not to work Friday to Monday inclusive, so you won't find us in the discussion boards this Easter. So moving on, let's have a look at what I am going to talk to you about today. I've already covered the long weekend, but I wanted to talk quickly about the Assignment 1 results and the badges. This is a little bit complex, so I'm going to try and do it as simply as I can. The badges are not part of your grade or assessment for this unit. So if you do not reach a badge, that does not mean that you have failed a section. The badges are really just to show that you have completed each section. And it's an easy visual. It's also a small visual reward that you've completed a section, but the badges are not used as part of your grade. For Assignment 1, or for any of our assignments, if you receive 60%, in the case of the Assignment 1s, there's Assignment 1A, which was your first assignment where you did your goals, and then Assignment 1B, there are 5 of those tests. All of these Assignment 1s are worth 5%, and they are marked out of 5. If you receive a 3 out of 5, you have passed. Actually, if you receive 2.5 and above, you have passed. Some students wrote to me concerned that they had received a 3, and the system was showing that they needed to receive a 4. But you need to receive 4 out of 5 to get a badge, but the badge does not reflect your grade. So yes, to get a badge you need 4, but to pass you only need 2.5 out of 5. So if you receive 2.5 out of 5 or above, as I've already said, you passed. And in fact, 3 out of 5 is a credit, and that's a very reasonable grade. I've done a few of those tests myself in preview. Sometimes I've got 3 out of 5. Sometimes I've got 4. Actually, I kept on doing the test until I got 5 out of 5. It took a few goes. You would think that I would know it, but sometimes, and it's understandable, sometimes the questions are worded and you second guess yourself and you think you've got the right one, and then you think, oh, it might be the other one. You choose the other one. Turns out to be your first choice was the right one. It's frustrating, but just move on. These tests are only, to test your knowledge of each week's materials. And if you're getting 3 out of 5 for these tests, that's sufficient. It's probably a sign that you need to go and review that week's learning materials again. But don't be concerned if you got 3 out of 5. That's absolutely fine. Better to concentrate on the assignments that are worth much higher than 5% each, and that's the last 2 assignments, Assignment 2 and Assignment 3. Which brings me to my next point, Assignment 2. We have our Assignment 2 Collaborate session next Wednesday evening, the 7th of April at 7 p.m. So that's easy to remember. April 7 at 7 p.m. Melbourne time. See you there if you can make it. If you can't make the Collaborate session, the live Collaborate session, you can watch the recording from the next day. So if you go into our Collaborate forum, I might just whiz into that now. If you go into our Collaborate forum, let's go into discussions. I'll go into Group 8, which I've already got here. So in the Group 8 discussions, here's the Collaborate forum. If you click on here, you can just click on this direct link to join the Collaborate session. If you're not sure how to use Collaborate, there's a link here for using Collaborate as well. And that'll show you also how to access the Collaborate recordings. And that's really all I wanted to show you. Oh, except my 4th item, which is the splash zone. I have, in the discussions, there's an ELA updates forum. I've posted there previously. And I've posted there again. Let me just go into a different one. Let me go into group 45. I've got 5 groups, so I've got groups 5, 6, 7, 8, and 45. So welcome to all of you if you're in one of my groups 5, 6, 7, 8, or 45. I've been reading all of your posts and enjoying them thoroughly. Anyway, let's go down to the ELA updates forum. Click in here. There's my first post from the first week, and I've just made a second post here. It's called Graeme's Guide. The Splash Zone is not a comfort zone. Highly recommended reading. Anyway, head in there. And it's got to do with, you can see the photo of me there. That's at Singapore, Universal Studios Singapore. And when you go to the live show there, in the audience, they have the first few rows are called the splash zone. If you're sitting in the splash zone, expect to get wet. And in this particular case, I was dragged up or asked to volunteer, I guess. And I ended up getting very wet, as you can see. But the point of this is that the splash zone is not a comfort zone, but it's where the most fun and enjoyment can happen. So the discussion boards are a little bit like a splash zone for some people. Some people are not comfortable posting in the discussions, but I can assure you that it's where the most fun can happen and where the most growth and learning can happen. I'm always posting in the discussions and then thinking, why did I post that? That's common. So if you have posters regret, don't feel bad. Posters regret is okay. Just post your post and then wait for any complaints that come through. Post with your instincts in the discussions. When there's a discussion task, just respond to what you believe the task is asking for, and then you can reply to other students' posts to keep that discussion going. That sort of engagement is excellent. It's not necessarily a comfort zone for everybody, but if you view it as the splash zone, it's where the most fun can happen. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Have a great break over the Easter if you're having some time off, and we'll see you next week. Definitely, I'll be there on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, April 7th, for the Collaborate session. Bye for now.